What's going on, friends? Welcome to the Living in Augusta, Georgia channel. I'm Gerilyn De Laurentys with the Front Gate Group, and this channel is all about what it's like to live in Augusta, Georgia. And so if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. If you've been wondering or searching where to live in Augusta, this video is for you. We're going to get into it right now. Okay, we're going to talk about Augusta, and here is our map. So you can see right here is Augusta, and we're going to discuss the outlying areas. So first we've got downtown Augusta right here, and we'll go more in depth about downtown Augusta. There's businesses, restaurants, residential living, all downtown. Then we have up here to the northeast is North Augusta, South Carolina. And so a lot of people like to pop over the Savannah River and live over in North Augusta. It's a little bit less expensive to live over in South Carolina, and it's still very close to the medical community. You can pop on I-20 to get to Fort Eisenhower, and it's not a difficult commute. So there are a couple of things we'll talk about in North Augusta. Then if you move up to the northwest, we have Martinez right here. Martinez is kind of a smaller little area between Evans and Augusta, more affordable houses, and they also have a gated community there that we'll talk about later, and you'll get to see inside one of the houses later on in this video, so you don't want to miss that. And then further over here to the west, we have Evans. Evans is part of Columbia County, just like Martinez is. And in Evans, you have a lot of growth happening. We've got a downtown area that has just started being built up. So there's multi-use over there. You've got apartments that are being built with businesses on the second level, and then some restaurant and retail on the bottom level. And that's all brand new. I've got some clips of that you'll see. They've got a huge town park where there's an outdoor amphitheater. They have concerts and things like that, and we'll get more into that later. Then if you look all the way over here to the west, we have Grovetown. Grovetown has exploded in growth in the last 10 years. There's a ton of new construction. There's a ton of road construction. Once they're done with the road construction, it's going to be awesome to get over there very quickly. You're not too far from Fort Eisenhower, which is also Fort Gordon right now, formerly known as Fort Gordon. And so there are a lot of people that are military and also civilians that work at Fort Eisenhower that live in Grovetown that come over here. And then to the south of Augusta is South Augusta. And let me see, right here's South Augusta right here. Oh, work here. So we've got South Augusta here. And of course you've got a Walmart, neighborhood market. You've got different kinds of industry over here in South Augusta. And you've got Augusta Technical College down here. And I think that's about it for this map. So we're gonna go in depth into each one of these areas, and we're gonna start over in downtown Augusta. So we'll get to that in just a minute. Let's talk about downtown Augusta. So downtown Augusta has really been revitalized in the last several years. And we've got some great restaurants down there, local restaurants that have moved in. And we have some great little retail stores that are locally owned down there. We also have some art galleries. We have the Augusta River Walk, which is really nice. You can walk along the river, and a lot of people make a big loop and they jog it. Of course, there's a lot of nightlife downtown as well. There is some condo living downtown. If you want to live where you have the view of the river, you can do that. They do also have some residential single-family homes downtown, a little bit further out. They're more in the historic district, so there are older homes that have either been remodeled and updated, or you can find some more on the dilapidated side if you want to tackle a project and make an old historic home your own. There's definitely opportunity for that. There are apartments that are being built down there now. So a lot of different types of people. A lot of the medical students live downtown because it's close to the medical school, and also just university students in general because Augusta University isn't too far from downtown. So a lot of different things going on downtown. All right, that's about all I have for you for downtown. We're gonna move on to the next. Now let's talk about North Augusta, South Carolina. You're right across the Savannah River, and in South Carolina, cost of living is a little bit lower over there than it is over here in Georgia. And you have a lot of really nice, we have a couple of really nice neighborhoods, some newer neighborhoods. They do have new construction happening in North Augusta. And we also have some of the older neighborhoods that were built back in the 70s and 80s. We have some neighborhoods that are newer than that, but still kind of older, built in the 2000s and 2010. So there's a wide variety of housing availability over in North Augusta. And you're still close enough that you can, if you're a part of the medical community, you can quickly pop over to the medical center, the medical district. If you are at Fort Gordon's, or Fort Eisenhower as it's now called, you can easily hop on I-20 to get straight down over to Fort Eisenhower. It's not a bad commute from North Augusta. And you're close to a lot of things. North Augusta also has a really cute little downtown area with some local shops and restaurants, and just a really neat little area to live. They also have the SRP baseball park for the Augusta Green Jackets, and it's a newer ballpark that they built several years ago. They've got some local restaurants over there. They have some shops over there. They have the Crown Plaza Hotel that has a rooftop bar, which is really neat to go visit. So a lot of things to do over there. And the SRP ballpark isn't just for baseball. They use it throughout the year. They'll have beer fests there. They do concerts there. They have all kinds of fun activities over there. So a great little area to check out if you're over this way is North Augusta, South Carolina. Now we're going to be talking about Martinez to the northwest of Augusta. And Martinez has several different types of community homes. So there's Westlake, which is a gated community home. We're going to get over there and take a look so you can see what those homes look like. We have Spring Lakes, which is an older neighborhood, but has several amenities. It's got tennis courts and a pool, and just a lot of mature growth, as you'll see in the video. And then we are going to pop over to Marymount neighborhood, which is a smaller, older neighborhood where you can get like 1,600 square foot homes. And I'm going to talk all about that in just a few minutes. So we're going to go see what's going on in Martinez. Here we are in Marymount neighborhood, which is in Martinez. And this is the lower price point homes in Martinez. You can see the brick ranch behind me. Most of the homes in here are either 3.2 or 4.2 and are on the smaller side. I think the biggest would probably be maybe 2,000 square feet, but typically they're around 1,500 to 1,600 square feet. So we're gonna take a pop inside and take a look. Okay, so we're inside the house in Marymount, and as you can see, it's got paneling. They have put new floors down. They've got carpet and some new luxury vinyl plank in the kitchen, and there's a new dishwasher, but the cabinets have been painted. They're original, and the other appliances are not new. We're gonna walk back this way so you can see. So very basic updates, and a couple of original appliances. And so this is just the standard brick ranch, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. This one's around 1,600 square feet. That's typically what's in this older neighborhood, is just the ranch brick homes. There are some 2-story, but most of them are just brick ranches. They're on larger lots. Some of them are on 1/3 of an acre, some of them are on 1/2 an acre. So that is a nice element to this. You can buy them where they've been completely flipped with really nice updates. You can buy them where they've been midway flipped, so just a few things have been done. And then you can also purchase homes in here that have been original from the beginning, and you can do the work yourself, or you can hire someone to come in and put exactly what you want in the home and update it to however you want it updated. So that's this is one of the lower price point neighborhoods in Martinez. And if you want to know what kind of price point we're at, you can get in touch with me, shoot me a text message, send me an email, or you can click on the link below and I can give you the most up-to-date information on this neighborhood depending on when you're watching this video. Hey, we are in Spring Lakes neighborhood in Martinez. This is an older neighborhood that has a lot of 2-story brick homes. There are some ponds in this neighborhood. It's a much smaller neighborhood than Westlake and a lower price point than Westlake. So this is kind of the mid-range homes. And as you can see, this one has been updated. It is an older home, but they've put new floors in, they've painted everything, so you don't have the regular wood. You can see that the dining room and kitchen are not open to each other. So we're gonna be walking over here into the kitchen. And here you can see that they have put in granite. They have painted the cabinets and changed out the knobs. And a few of the appliances are newer and some of them are not new. So this just kind of gives you an idea. The lots here vary, but typically they're a little bit larger lots, maybe 1/4 of an acre to 1/3 of an acre. Some of them are even bigger than that, 3/4 of an acre. In the section that has the bigger homes, even you could probably get almost an acre. So different sizes, but these homes are really older, but some of them have been completely updated. So if you prefer the modern look, then you can find that in here. If you prefer to get one that's older that you can redo yourself, that absolutely can happen in here as well at a bit of a lower price point. Now, if you want to know the newest price point at the time that you're watching this video, you can reach out to me, text me, email me, or you can click on the link below and schedule a call with me, and I can go over any kind of information that you're interested in getting to know more about. But this just kind of gives you an idea of what these homes are, what these homes look like and what type of homes are in Spring Lakes at that location. So, all right, that's all I have for you. Okay, here we are in Westlake. It's a gated community in Martinez. It's a huge community. It comprises a bunch of houses, older neighborhood, but a lot of big brick homes, stucco homes, 2-story. This neighborhood has a large pool. It has a golf course. It has Westlake Country Club. And you can have different levels of membership to have access to different amenities in the neighborhood. It also has tennis courts. And so this is actually this is the courtyards in Westlake, a smaller section. The lots are smaller than other areas of Westlake. Most of these lots are really large lots and really large homes. You're definitely talking $500,000 and up in this gated community. The gates are manned 24/7, and so if you don't have access to if you don't have a reason to be in here, you're not allowed to come into this neighborhood. All right, we're gonna go inside and take a look. Okay, as you can see, this home has been updated. It's got very neutral colors in here. It's got plantation shutters. This area is not open like in the traditional modern sense to the kitchen. The kitchen is separate. We're gonna take a quick peek back here so you can see. Got a little butler's pantry here. And then the kitchen is not a huge kitchen, but it has been updated, and that's just in Westlake. You get older homes that have not been updated, but it's such a desirable area that the price point is still very, very high, even if it hasn't been updated completely. As you can see here, they have more modern light fixtures. The outdoors is what is also just really stunning in this house. We're gonna take a quick peek out here so you can see what I'm talking about. They've got a little fountain back here. They've got a greenhouse back here. So even though it's not a large lot, they still are taking full advantage of everything over here. So homes in Westlake, smaller homes I would say start at 3,000 square feet, but you can go up to 10,000 square feet in here, especially if you're in the estate section. So there's all kinds of different homes in here. Custom homes mostly were the builders in here back in the day, but there are also lots in here where people have purchased the lots and they've just been holding them and may or may not build on them one day. So you can get a more modern house in here as well. And I'm trying to think what else I need to tell you about Westlake. I think that's it. So this is one of the nicer neighborhoods in Martinez. There are several other nice neighborhoods in Martinez as well that are higher price points, but this one has a lot of amenities that other ones don't necessarily have. Now we're going to talk about Evans, Georgia. Evans is a little bit further west and from Martinez, and this is an area that has recently just started a downtown area of their own that has a bunch of little things, and you're going to see that in a few minutes. We're going to be there so you can get eyes on the ground and kind of see what it looks like. And then we're going to go into one of the neighborhoods over in Evans. It is a really huge master plan community. It's got an elementary, middle school, and high school in the neighborhood itself. There's also a grocery store that is golf cart distance from the neighborhood. You go through the back way of the neighborhood to get to the grocery store. It's a Publix, and they have a little Ironwood Tavern is a little restaurant over there. And so it's a whole little community in itself. It has patio homes, it has regular size homes, it has larger homes on larger lots, and then it has a gated area in the very back called Champions Retreat where there's a golf course, and it has like an estate section of homes back there. So all of that does rent for Master Suite. Very great rental for Masters. And if you haven't heard about Masters rental, I talk about that in some of my other videos, so you'll definitely want to check those out to get an idea of what I'm talking about, because it is tax-free for 2 weeks of renting your home, and it's pretty awesome. A lot of people use it to go on sweet vacations. Other people use it to pay a chunk down off their mortgage. So some great options over there. So you guys are gonna get to see that, and we're gonna drive through a couple of other neighborhoods. We've got Northwood, which is not far from the Evans Town Park and the amphitheater that's outdoor right there. It is an older neighborhood, but it has amenities there. It's got tennis courts, it has a pool, and just older brick homes that are on larger lots. And we'll also drive through another older, smaller neighborhood called Glenwood. They have homes that were built in the 70s and 80s. There's some tri-levels in there. There's a bunch of ranches. Not really too many two-story homes in Glenwood, but really the tri-level if you're wanting that additional space. So we'll do a quick look through all of that, and that'll be it. Here we are in Riverwood Plantation, and we're going to take a look at one of the houses to give you an example of what they look like in here. So let's go take a look. Okay, here we are inside that Riverwood Plantation home. This is an average home in Riverwood Plantation, about 3,000 square feet. And this was built in 2013. And as you can see, it's got a 2-story foyer and just basic finishes. You've got built-ins around the fireplace. The owner's suite is on the main level. This is all open to the kitchen, which you can see behind me. It's got the finishes straight from 2013. So if you like that older style, you've already got it in place. Or if it's something where you would like to update it, then that also would be a possibility. And so this just kind of gives you an idea of an average home in Riverwood Plantation. Now, this neighborhood does have lots of different sections. They've got smaller homes, they have a patio home section, and then they also have higher priced homes in the estate section. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for. I'm not going to give you price ranges only because that could change depending on when you're watching this video. So the best way to find out the most up-to-date information would be to reach out to me. You can shoot me a text message, you can email me, or you can skip all of that. You can click in the link below to schedule a call with me, and I can go over all of the latest information and let you know what's actively for sale on the market, if that's what you're looking for, to come on over here to Evans, Georgia, on the outskirts of Augusta. So I hope that gives you some insight onto what you can find in Riverwood Plantation. Here we are in the Evans downtown center. You can see behind me is the building that has local coffee shop, Rooted Coffee. There's also a edible cookie dough ice cream place. I can't remember what it's called. And a do-it-yourself AR workshop little store back there. And then I'm going to slowly rotate you around so you can see across the street from that is the Evans Town Park Center and the Columbia County Amphitheater, where they have concerts outdoors. They do fireworks out here. They have all kinds of activities. They also do a farmer's market during a certain time of the year on Saturday mornings, which is really cool to come to. There is a farmer's market that's year-round called Roots that I'll show you a clip of. You can see, you can get some fresh fruits and vegetables, local butter and milk, and jams, preserves, honey, all kinds of good stuff. So that's a little bit more of Evans. Okay, so behind us is Gold's Gym. We're still in Evans here. We're not far from downtown Evans. And there's several other little places in this strip. There's a Korean barbecue place to eat. Our Department of Driver Services is also here. And then around the corner, there's a restaurant that you would never know that it was as amazing as it is. It's hooked onto a wine store, so you can go buy some wine. They have wine tastings weekly, but then the restaurant it's called Pork and Flame. It's super fancy. It is really, really delicious. He studied, I believe, in Argentina, the chef did, and he has some amazing creations that you would never think to find in Evans, Georgia, near Augusta, Georgia. But we have a really cool food scene here, and I highly recommend that you check it out if you're ever in the Evans area, or if you decide that you're going to move here. You're going to be really excited to know that we have a couple of really amazing restaurants here locally. So that is another part of downtown Evans. Now, to the west of Augusta is Grovetown, and Grovetown has completely exploded in the last 10 years. There's a ton of construction, widening the roads and all of that stuff, which is kind of a pain right now. That means there is a lot of traffic right now, but they're working on it. When it's done, it's going to be amazing. It is really convenient to Fort Eisenhower, and a lot of military live in Grovetown. Grovetown also just has a little bit more space, even though they do have the new construction homes do not have a ton of space. But the older neighborhoods have acreage. Some of them you can get some acreage on out in Grovetown, which is really nice if you like your space. If you don't and you love the neighborhood feel, there are some great neighborhoods with a ton of amenities. There's Canterbury Farms that has walking trails. It has a big neighborhood pool, clubhouse, playground. So definitely a great area to check out. And they have homes of different price points in that neighborhood. So you've got more of an estate section, then you have average homes, and you have some townhouses. There's some new construction going on in the townhouse section over there. So different price points in that neighborhood. And then several other neighborhoods that are great as far as location wise to Fort Eisenhower. And the commute is a little bit longer to get to downtown Augusta. So if you do a lot in downtown Augusta, Grovetown may not be the best option for living. You may want to live a little bit closer in, but we can talk all about that. In Grovetown, you've got Kroger, you've got Super Walmart, you have the huge Gateway Shopping Center that has all kinds of different shopping areas, some local restaurants, and of course the chain restaurants obviously out there as well. So different parks, Patriots Park, they do a ton of sports activities out there. So some different options for Grovetown, as you'll see. Here we are at the community pool in Canterbury Farms. This neighborhood is in Grovetown and has townhouse section, has regular house section, has an estate section. They have access to the Uchee Creek walking trails here, and there are sidewalks along the sides of the streets. There's a playground back behind me, and over here we have a pool, so I'm gonna get out of the clip so you guys can see a better close-up. We've got the clubhouse and pool. As you can see, it's a nice size, there we go, area. And then over here we've got the playground. Okay, and finally we have to the south of Augusta, which is South Augusta, appropriately named. South Augusta is a less expensive area to live. There are several different neighborhoods. Most of them are older houses that are brick. You've got 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom homes. You have some smaller homes than that. You have some bigger homes. And it has Augusta Technical College is in South Augusta, and so a lot of students will live around that area, but most students like to live in downtown Augusta versus South Augusta. So South Augusta has some local restaurants. They also have the chain restaurants and Walmart out there. I'm trying to think what else is in South Augusta. We're gonna do a little video clip and you'll kind of see the different areas of South Augusta. A lot of military live there because it's also not too far from Fort Gordon. There are some of the medical community that live in South Augusta because it's not a bad commute. As you'll see, it's pretty close to. As you can see, there are many areas around the Augusta area, and I've lived here since 1999, so I know the ins and outs. I've lived in several of the areas that we've talked about today. I've lived in Grovetown, I've lived in Evans, I've lived in Martinez, I've lived in Augusta, so I know a lot. I've also lived in North Augusta. So I know a lot about all of these different areas, and I'm an expert when it comes to knowing what you are gonna want, where you're gonna wanna live. So basically, if you're searching the Augusta area and you wanna figure out where would be a great place for you, reach out to me, shoot me a text, give me a call, email me. You can skip all of that, go to the link in the bottom of the description and click on it to schedule a Zoom link with me. And I'll ask you questions, like I'm gonna ask you what you like, what you don't like. That way you can tell me the different things that you're interested in, what your hobbies are, and I can kind of fit that and give you some suggested areas of what I think you would like that would fit with your lifestyle. So make sure that you reach out, and I look forward to seeing you.